Can you make my teenage dreams come true? And can you get me a date with Jordan Knight, please?
Oh,
Thanks.
not a whole date.
A whole
Wait,
day.
a
Just
whole
Can
day.
you get me? Can you get me his information if he's married or single? Because I need to marry him. Thanks.
Oh, you did. Oh, wow.
Hi everyone, we are back with Best Friends with Benefits. We had a little bit of a break and we're back. We can't wait to share with you this whole new season. And we are starting out with a bang. Noni, do you want to tell them who we have today? It's so exciting.
Absolutely. So we're so excited about this, and we've wanted to get her on for a minute because she's made such an impact in both of our lives with her positivity. But not only that, this woman has got credentials. Can I just tell you, she is an award-winning songwriter and recording artist of Lady and a Tramp. She's worked with Shaggy, Pink, New Kids on the Block, Queen Latifah, done things for Disney, CBS, all across the board. But not only that, she is super positive and inspirational and has an amazing movement that everybody needs to know about. So if you are listening to this, share it, tag somebody that needs some positivity in their lives because it's about to go down. Everybody welcome Marcella Percise.
Looking gorgeous.
Just incredible.
Oh, please look at you two. Are you kidding me? Mirror, mirror, mirror. Wow.
I love
We are
it.
here.
So radiant. So I know I just blew people away with just a taste of some of your credentials. I'd love for you to kind of talk a little bit about the roadmap to being who you are today. How did you get started in the industry? What were some of the landmark moments for you?
Oh, geez. This guy that was at my school, he was like, you're really dope. And I want you to meet my producer. They're looking for a female rapper to work with. And I'm in high school. You know us girls. We go shopping after school. We have to do all this with our friends. We're going to, we're going downtown. We're going to Roosevelt Field Mall. We're going, we're going everywhere except for where someone asked you to go to do something that you say you want to do. So I told him, I was like, okay, after school, I'll go with you. And when I got there, it was a producer, super producer, height of his career, Howie T. He was working with Special Ed and Patra. He did I Want to Sex You Up for New Jack City. New Jack City? The movie? Yeah.
I love that song.
Woo, 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 woo.
TikTok, you don't stop.
So amazing. He could do anything, and everyone was coming to his studio to work with him. And so when I got there and I saw it was him, I was just like, oh my God, this is how, what. And yeah, I did my demos with him and he loved it. And I met my management team, my first management team when I was in high school. They started shopping around my stuff for me to get a deal. And in the midst of it, I have it was just such a good feeling. Everything was right. I felt like it was in the right place to be. And that's how it all started. And then so many things happened in between. I don't know if I should, how much you want to know from the gate, but that's how it started. And I was hanging out with Special Ed and going to the Apollo and Queen Latifah and, just all these awesome people that were young, as young as me, maybe a couple of years older, but still young people. And you're seeing them thriving because of this art form that we all love, whether you're a dancer, you're a singer, you're a rapper, you're a writer or MC. And so I feel like I've been a writer since I was like 8. So I just got a chance to write. At this point where I am now in life, I'm just writing whatever I want. So, but I think it's writing that ties everything together for me and being creative and stuff.
Wow. Well, that kind of leads right into our next question. I will never forget the YAAY YOU party we went to and the things you send in the mail. So like, how did you really come up with this whole concept about YAAY YOU and the positive vibe? I mean, and it's so inspiring, and we just want to know, like, how did you come up with that concept and all of that?
I started a blog. I had it was, I think it was like in 07, 08 or something like that. I started a blog. It was the Fix Your Face blogazine. I wanted a space where I could talk to people and show people other people that I knew that were awesome. And people would always come up to me and say, "How are you so positive? How are you such a light?" And I didn't know I was being positive. I thought I was just being myself because I want good things to happen for me and people I know. So I kind of speak to you like I want stuff to happen for you. That way, if I'm not with you, you'll think that way too about yourself. And throughout my life, people have been doing that for me. When I got a chance to work with Luther Vandross, I was in college. So when I was working with him, he always spoke so highly of me and to other people in my presence. So when you see people do that, you say, "Oh yeah, that's normal." I'm not crazy because that's what I do. So it touches your heart a little more that it's someone famous, or what people call famous stars or whatever. But it just touched me that, oh wow, this is his normal. He's so sweet, he's so kind, and things like that. Oh, speaking of Luther, I'll tell you a little funny story. One time, Terrence I was at his house during our courtship. We weren't married yet or anything. And Luther had called because they spoke a lot, because Terrence, my husband, produced on his album, on Luther's album. And, I was trying to kill time on the phone until Terrence was able to come back to the phone or whatever. And I was like, "So what are you doing? How you doing? What you doing?" He was like, "Oh, I just got off the phone with Oprah." And I was like, "You on the phone with Oprah?" And then I had to stop. I said, "Wait a minute, I'm on the phone with Luther." And he said, "I know." And we started laughing.
Love a power couple.
It was so sweet. He was just the most sweetest person you could ever meet at such a height of his career, and he's done so much. When I had the honor of being on one of his albums and touring with him, he called in his friends. He called these people his friends. "Oh, I'm going to call my friends in and do the backgrounds on this song." I'm rapping and he's singing, and I'm like, okay. And in walks Tawatha Agee from Mtume Juicy. In walks Sissy Houston. I'm like, that's Sissy Houston. In walks Darling Love from Lethal Weapon and all that other stuff. Like, these people are legends in their own right. And they're his friends, and they're just coming to sing backgrounds on a song that I'm featured on.
And
so
chills.
That's incredible.
So good.
And you start saying to yourself, "Oh, this is cool. This is normal. This is cool." So I don't. I bring the same energy to those spaces that I do with other people. It doesn't matter if you're famous or not. So the YAAY YOU movement, I guess, was already in me, because when I did the Fix Your Face blog, I was always cheering people on, saying "Yay!" And so I changed the name to YAAY YOU. And the first person I interviewed when I did blogs was my friend Taj from SWV. She was always supporting everything I did. She was like, "Oh, sure, I'll do it." She came to the Zoom toast that we had. She's such a sweetheart. So I think that God sends me people. He sends me my people. Whoever my people are, he sends them to me at my time. And when I need to feel something or have something happen, and just the smallest beautiful stuff. When we got married, the gentleman that I got the limos from, I never met him. And you can tell he was an elder. We only talked on the phone. And when I called him to ask if I could have more hours or whatever, he was like, "You can keep it all day." And even though that was so long ago, it touched my heart, because he never seen me. He never, he was like, "You can do whatever you want to do." It touched me so much, like someone you don't even meet. So when I do stuff for people throughout my life, and people are like, "Why do you do that? Why are you so nice?" It's what it is. It's circulating. It's happening already. Good things are happening to me. You may not be the one to do something for me, but it's coming. I'm absolutely going to get something awesome happening for me. That's my belief. So I try to put that in my people and say, something awesome is absolutely going to happen for you. It's on its way. It's going to come through a vessel that you haven't even met. You have no clue. When we were touring with Luther, and I performed at the Essence Festival. Hey, Essence! That was my first time. And every time I get off stage with him, we would ride together in like a trolley, and just me and him and the rest of the entourage and something else. And he would say, "Did you have fun, Percise?" And I would go, "Yes, thank you so much. I had fun." And it's like he paid so much attention to me.
I love to hear that.
I brought, yeah, he was awesome. And I brought that up to bring up, people doing nice stuff for you. Someone in his entourage, her name is Pat Lacey. She's from the group Sounds of Blackness. she saw the interaction between me and Terrence, my husband, and we were still in our courtship. And she asked, could she sing at our wedding? And so I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah, because we're not engaged, we're not anything. We're just kind of,
Wow.
we're together, we're close. And so when we got married, she flew out and sung at our wedding. And so that is like God sending my people. He's sending these angels on earth, and I have to be someone's angel on earth as well. So it can come through something I did for you, something I say to you. Our conversations won't be one where you feel less than after you speak to me. I feel like when we talk, I can let you know that you're good enough already. Like
Oh my gosh, I love that.
that's important. We have to remember, like the yay you my yay you cup.
Yay! Yeah.
Yay you is about remembering. You have to remember that you're good enough already. And you have to remember that everything you need is on its way. Everything you don't need is on its way out. Things are circulating. They're circulating. And what comes to you, you have to pay attention. You can try to see the signs of how long you need to be somewhere, how long you need to be with someone, how long you need to be doing something. It's all signs, and you don't have to stress for the signs to reveal themselves. And with the Yay You cup, when you're drinking something, it's totally for you. You have to sit still and be still in order to do it. So that's why the cup was important, because this is something I did with my grandmother when I was a little girl. And we would just drink water in the morning and just sit still and think about what we wanted our day to be like, and what we want to do. Yeah, way in the deep South. She was
Wow.
awesome. My grandmother was amazing. She was awesome. But yeah.
But it's so true. Even when you just said that about, I never thought of it that way, that when you're drinking out of a cup, you really can't be running around everywhere. You have to just drink it, and it's for you.
It's for you.
And it's a moment. Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, there's so many metaphors on it. Like you're filling your cup, you're seeing your half full.
You're replenishing yourself. You're realigning, replenishing, reevaluating, remembering. So there's a lot of things you already are. You just have to adjust.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
It really is. And I love what you said too about yay you, and that celebrating another person's win isn't diminishing you in any way. It's like you're circulating that energy that if they are winning, you are winning. It's like a circle.
Absolutely. I never told this before. I don't think I even told him, but I'm going to tell you now. My father passed away, and his birthday was in July, the last day of July. And I was out and about. I woke up one morning. Every year on his birthday, something seems to show me signs of him. It's like someone does something that makes me feel like it's okay, you're going to be okay, and stuff like that. And so one year, a few years ago, we got a call to come to a studio in New Jersey. Tramp had told me to go to the studio that we normally work out of with KG from Naughty by Nature. And he was like, oh, KG wants you to come to the studio. He's asked for me. And I was like, oh, wow. He's like, yeah, he wants you to meet Donnie. Donnie wants to work with you from New Kids on the Block. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just kind of.
Oh my God, my inner teenage girl is going crazy right now.
And I'm taking it all in stride, like, okay, because it's, it's my dad's birthday or whatever. And usually good things happen. There's some sort of virtual hug. There's, like you're going to be okay. And so when I get there, I find out that they want me to write a song. So I wrote a song that featured Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, Salt and Pepper, Naughty by Nature, New Kids on the Block. And it's called 80s Baby. But the part about that day was, after I wrote the verse really quick, and different parts of the song really quick. And then we had to wait for Donnie and the rest of the entourage to come from eating or something like that. And I told Terrence, I said, I have a feeling when I meet him, it's going to be something special. I just felt like it. I said, I feel like it's going to be something special. And so Terrence was working in a different room, and then KG took me around to where Donnie and everyone was coming back. And when Donnie came from whatever space he came from, he was like, Percise. He was so excited to see me. And he gave me the nicest hug and the most sweetest greeting. Like, you're so awesome. Oh my, like he was just hyped to see me. And I'm just looking at him like, this is probably my dad doing this. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like, why is somebody so excited to see me today of all days? And, you know, I never even told him. I'll probably tell him the next time I see him or whatever. But yeah, I just thought like, wow, this is, you know, things are circulating. It's more than just me working, doing a verse. It's more than me doing anything else except for being around the people that are my people. And that's what YAAY YOU is about. I think it is, hey, when you see anyone with this cup, you know the energy is in order. You know the energy is in order. That's why it's called a YAAY YOU energy cup bundle. Because this is the main part. Even though you get the button, I have the button. The button is just a little hint for yourself, just in case you don't have the cup with you to remember yourself. And then you get the sticker, and then I have like the t-shirt and stuff like that.
Everything. It's
So
so great.
and it's all for you. You'll think of me. If you have to think of me to remember yourself, that's totally fine. But I don't want you to forget yourself. That's so important because you are the root to so many things. So many people need you to be okay. They need you to be healthy. They need you to be happy. They need you to be in motion. Some people need you to be still. But you can't forget yourself. And that's what YAAY YOU is really based on. So I act like that. I behave like that in my life. So
This is so incredible. And I just want to paint the picture for anybody that's listening. And, you know, YAAY YOU, I remember going to the first, but pre-COVID, it was like an event. And you were used to going to events where someone's being honored or someone, you know, is getting an award. I've never been to an event where every single person in attendance, you feel like you're the person of honor. Like you feel like you are being celebrated. And it's such an amazing concept. I also want you to touch on your audiobook. You have an audiobook that people can go and listen to right now. Do you want to kind of touch on some of the key chapters in the book that people can expect to hear?
yes, the audio book is called YAAY YOU Notes to Self. The audio book it's an audio album where there's affirmations and acronyms. You can say them to yourselves for meditation. You can recite them in the morning, or you can say them when you go to sleep. There's background music to it, and you'll have a song at the end entitled "Be Free," which is another song that I wrote specifically for that album. I have another audio album coming this year too, so look out for that one. But this particular audio album, let me give you a sample. It's like, I am joy. I am jubilant, I am optimistic, I am yielding. And then it's two lines that tells you some sort of description that pertains to you that you say to yourself. So you're pouring into yourself in some sort of way with all the tools that I have. You're pouring into yourself with the cup. You're pouring into yourself with the t-shirt. You're pouring into yourself with the button. It's like a little hint to remember yourself. And the audio album, you can play that. It's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. When it first got on Spotify, it went up to 12,000 streams immediately. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And I use it also in my events, as Noni had said that she attended. We would do things that pertain to just realigning your spirit and your energy. I would give different little anecdotes and situations and stories about things that happen in life. And, you know, it's just so beautiful to know that we're not here alone with people who are capable of having joy for themselves as well and not robbing you of your joy. So when you come across all these people of different walks of life, lawyers, doctors, mothers, cousins, neighbors, and you just have a small conversation with someone and they say something that you can use and you didn't even know that you needed it, that's what YAAY YOU is. Someone says something that you can use, something that helps you remember who you are, remember your purpose, remember why you're here. And yeah, YAAY YOU Notes to Self, the spoken word audio album is out now. And I hope everyone enjoys it. I also have a YouTube. It's called a YAYTube, where where you can go see videos from different events like my YAAY YOU Zoom Toast. The YAAY YOU Zoom Toast was born out of last year. I found out that I was going to have 3 songs released on the same day. And I used to do the YAAY YOU workshops and meetup events, but because of what we went through last year, people weren't able to get together. So I felt like it was a great time for me to celebrate other people in a way that they would feel loved. And so I decided to, make sure everyone had the cups and we could all be unified and, enjoy each other's space and just talk and laugh. And it was really beautiful. And so the three songs that came out that day were We Got Us on Shaggy's Christmas album, Shaggy's first ever Christmas album, and a song called Just Dance by new Afrobeat artist Freshco, which is getting a lot of love on all the radio stations here in New York. Thank you so much for that. And the third song was my song, my new release, which is called Next Move. So look out for the video that's coming soon, co-directed by Tramp from Lady and the Tramp and Anthony Giles, shot by Air Dolo, styled by Ryan Lane, an amazing singer who is a part of the Lady and the Tramp family as well as Slugger Music. My makeup was done by a young lady named Pash, and it was maintained by a young lady named Callie Pop, who's an amazing singer. And so, I like to shout people out because people are amazing. And so, so that is what was happening at the time. And I said, well, this is a great time to celebrate other people that inspire me to do what I do. I don't know who I would be or how many songs I would write or what great situations I would walk into if it wasn't for the people I got to toast. And I toasted beautiful Noni over here, and I will be toasting you as well. Matter of fact, I would like to toast you now, Lady K, because you are so amazing. You are brilliant. The world would be so different without you, and the world really needs you. Everything you have to offer, your purposes are being noticed, and you are going to be loved on until the end. I promise you, you have so much going on for you, and so much is going to be revealed to you. I'm so grateful to know you, and congratulations on the new great news. Here's to you.
Yay, you.
Yay, you. Cheers. Thank you. Now I have a burning question I've been waiting to ask.
What?
Aren't you the OMG LOL girls? Gotta be me.
Royal B.
Royal B, I bring the buzz, fashion fierce, just because. Woo! Yes!
What is that like? And how did you get that? That's
my
amazing.
Gosh. It's so fun. Can I tell you how fun it is? I'm Royal B, LOL's big sister of the OMG girls. It's these other layer of dolls. They're like tiny little girls, so we're like their big sisters. So I'm Queen B's big sister. I'm Royal B.
How did you get that?
I've been doing voiceovers and commercials and television commercials for years. And I mean, I've done like different items, you name it, Kool-Aid, Sprite, Key-Spin, different commercials, all types of stuff. I was once the voice of the Bratz doll.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when they had a company in New York that would do some things and they picked me, which was so, let me tell you about that experience. I was the first person there because I don't know if you're like me, Lady K, but I like to be on time and early for stuff. So I was the first, my appointment was like, she's like, nope, absolutely. She's like a late Capricorn. And so I was the first person to audition and they really expressed that they loved me. So as the day went on, I don't know what happened after me. It's not my concern. And they chose me. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like it was meant for me. When I left that audition, I felt like it was meant for me because we had such a good time. Me and the gentlemen that were choosing, I was like, wow, this is so cool. And so the natural progression of, doing voices and animation was OMG. I got the call. And it wasn't even like a audition. It was more like, oh, can you do these lines? It is truly, truly an honor to be picked to do anything creative. I love being creative. I love that it brings joy to other people. Like they have a whole network online of people that love all the LOL surprise entities and things. I think they had an award show, and it's so cool to see something that brings happiness to other people. And I'm just honored to be in the mix.
So who you are is such a bright light, and you have so much positive energy. What can you say about everything we've been dealing with in the world the past year and just everything? I mean, this year has been a nightmare. And how do you
Only
deal
on the 14th.
like, well, yeah, but just everything that's been going on, like, how do you maintain that self-love and that love for people with everything going on? And I just want any advice you can give of how you deal with negativity.
I pray and I speak things that I need to happen, and I already believe before I see, because we are in a world of billions of people. So our day-to-day amount of people that we will see is probably 10 people. And if we let other people in our space,
We
we'll
left
see
now, yeah.
about if we let other people in our space, we'll see about 25 people. If we have some sort of big party for our birthday, we'll see 100 people. So if in a world of billions, you can hug and love up on a small set of people and be dedicated to that. And I think that is what helps me, because I talk to the people I love. I express to the people I love. People talk back to me. You okay? You need anything? Okay, I'll drop that off. Okay, we're all gonna, stay in our safe spaces. And okay, I guess I'll see you in 20 days, or things like that.
Wow.
There's a lot
So
of communication that keeps me positive. There's there's
yeah.
uh, there's no real. I'm really into minding my business. Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
Oh, I
fall
love
out.
that.
I love that. And what
I'm
I
not
Number
hear
gonna
is
one.
like,
fall out. I'm not gonna fall out over someone else's demise, especially a stranger. I don't read the newspaper in the morning. Like, I don't want to know who stepped on your toe, especially if I don't know your toe. I don't know you. So
so you like don't pay attention to it, and it sounds like you just don't feed into
right. I
the
don't feed
negative.
into I really love those I love, and I know those I love. So that's where I am. And if they need something, we're there to support, we're there to care, we're there to help, we're there to get involved in that. But like I said, the circles are about the first 7 people, then you add some more people, now it's 20. And because of how we had to live last year, you're not going to even see more than 20 people. You probably only see those 7. In your household, you'll probably see somewhere from 4 to 2, and you'll be safe. So last year was an example of discipline, understanding, because people are going through things, people are passing away, people are hurting, there's harm happening to strangers, people we don't know. So we know it's real, we know what's happening is real, and because of that, you have to discipline yourself and pray and believe. You have to believe in the prayers you pray. And I think that is what I am constantly learning and realigning and readjusting. Just keep believing in the prayers you pray. Believe in the people you get to speak to. Love into them so much that they do safe things. We need to be doing safe things. If we're not supposed to be going that far or into that bubble, we just didn't do it. And it's because we communicated. A lot of times people need to know they have their people, and some people are alone in this situation, so they may go far where they shouldn't want to go, they shouldn't be going. But if they can call someone, and someone can Zoom with them or talk to them and say, hey, you're worth it, and this time is almost past, it's going to be okay, you're so special, you have purpose, you'll come out on the other side great, I know that, because I'll be on the other side with you. Like, that's what we need. We need virtual hugs, we need camaraderie, we need connection, And so, because I believe in connection and the people that I actually get to love on, I am okay. I'm okay. Nothing's perfect, but I'm okay.
Right. I love that. And you're such a walking testament to you get the energy that you give, basically. And I don't think we're listening to this woman and she's attracting so many amazing people, but that is the exact result of you being so incredibly positive. And I would love to know, like, what was the catalyst to that? Who was the inspiration that you saw growing up? I don't know if it was your grandma or who that you saw, you're just like, I want to be like that.
My mom and my dad, were amazing people. Oh my God, my mother could cook anything, and my mother cooked with ease. You never saw her complaining. My aunts, which are mostly my father's sisters, I would be in spaces with them, and they never robbed me of who I was. You know, when you're a child, people talk about you in your presence, and some people don't really know how to speak well about people, even though they're around. I've never witnessed or heard anything negative or harmful about myself in the presence of these adults. I've always been poured into, even when they weren't speaking to me. And I don't know how they did that. I guess they were just good people. My dad, everyone loved my dad. My dad was a stern person. He was a serious person, but he was kind. He did everything he said he would do. He was an on time or early person. He never, like, he kept his word. Keeping your word was a real thing. And I think that I started automatically keeping my word and, just feeling loved. They put us in beautiful spaces, my parents. I remember growing up, and if I had, when you're young, you're going through your own things. There's things going on in your head that might not even really be happening, but it's in your head and stuff like that. And I remember visiting their house, just coming by, and they would be going for a ride in the car because my parents always rode in cars. And they were like, "You want to go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go." And as soon as I sat in the back, I felt like that little girl again that they were taking to get ice cream or to go to White Castle. Like, I felt safe. And they gave me so many opportunities to feel safe. So now that I'm married, my husband makes me feel the same way. I already feel safe, and his family is so beautiful. And he speaks to me with so much respect, so much consideration. It'll be these little things that I'll think I want him to do, and he does them. And they're super small things. Like, we could be in the gym, and he could be finished with his workout, and we just nod at each other because we don't work out together. And I'll be thinking to myself, "Oh, I want him to get the tissue to wipe my treadmill. I wonder if he'll do that." And then he went over to get tissue, and he was washing his hands and wiping his. And I was like, "Oh yeah, he probably won't do it. I'll just get my own." And then he comes right over with it. "Where are you going?" "I got the tissue to wipe your treadmill." And I'm like,
love it.
it's
The
like
little
little
things.
stuff. He
Yeah.
always opens the car door. When we were courting, we walked by this building. We walked by this funeral home, and we were super young. We walked by this funeral home, and he was talking. We were in conversation, but it was him talking. And he took his hat off while we walked by the funeral home, and then he put it back on when we got by. And we were like teenagers, early. And I was like, "Oh wow, he's like a real man."
Yeah, right?
You know,
Keeper.
like, it was really beautiful. It was, like I said, God sends you people that you need. And I think that our relationship has so many layers to it, and it's based in faith and having a good time. Like,
I
we're
love
happy to be around each other. It's really funny.
and you guys are such couple goals. Like your husband Terrence, he is the tramp of Lady and the Tramp.
Yes.
Um, he just adores you. And you gotta think like you're basically the sun. So
Oh, yeah, he's
somebody to be
awesome.
paired with that and to be able to thrive still in that and not be intimidated, but like thrive together. What do you think, like, what is the driving force, the secret driving force of that relationship?
I don't know. I just know I dance better than him. No. Probably go, "Wait a minute. No, you don't." We have such a good time. Everything we've ever done together, the normalcy of it is like we were already together. Like, even though we didn't grow up together, when we're together, he cooks. I was before I was with him. I was always cooking at home, and I love to cook. He loves to cook. Like, he cooks in an exotic way. So when you see that that's something that your guy loves, you say, "Oh, let him do that," because he likes to get the liquor and pour it on the stuff. And I'm just like, "Okay, I'm scared of the fire," but so I let him do what he loves because that's his language to me. And I always love to clean, as a little girl. Your mom have you on Saturday cleaning those windows with that vinegar and that newspaper. That house has to be spotless. You can't go play anywhere when you're a preteen and it's cleaning day. So I love cleaning. He loves cooking, and so that makes us okay in our own spaces. And
Yeah.
when we're together, the stuff we love to do is kind of the same. We like trying new foods. We like going to restaurants. We like surprising people with stuff. And thank God we're into the same things. And I think that's what it is. We're into the same things, and we always give each other space still because we're individuals. We come from different stuff, and we're still learning about each other. How about that?
Oh, I love that. As we wrap up, can you just tell us what is next up for YAAY YOU? Like, where do you see it going, and where can people get in touch with you and follow the journey?
Yes. You can follow me on IG and on Twitter at Marcella Percise. You also can follow me on Facebook at Marcella Percise as well. YAAY YOU, you can get the Energy Cup Bundle at YAAYYou.com. It is on sale there. Also, check out my new song, Next Move. The video will be releasing soon. I'm working on a couple of artists. Ryan Lane, our R&B artist. I wrote a song called Forever that is out now on Ryan Lane. Co-wrote a song called I Wanna, which is out now, produced by Lady and the Tramp and KG of Naughty by Nature on Ryan Lane. We have so many other things coming. Check out for things we'll be probably doing with Salt and Pepper. We'll be doing things with New Kids on the Block. We'll be doing things with Freshco. Check out everyone that's under the Slugger music movement and the Lady and the Tramp digital movement. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited.
Can you make my teenage dreams come true? And can you get me a date with Jordan Knight, please? Thanks.
Oh, not a whole date.
A whole day.
Can you get me his information if he's married or single? Because I need to marry him. Thanks.
Oh, you need. Oh, wow. She's like, that's what's happening for me.
No, I used to listen to the songs and be like imagining my wedding when they're singing to me. I was like obsessed with New Kids on the Block. Like, forget it. First, I was in love with Joey, but then I didn't like him when his voice changed, and then it was all about Jordan Knight.
Oh, isn't Jordan awesome? He's so sweet. Oh my gosh.
Is he nice in real life?
Extremely nice.
Is he married?
So I never asked him, but I think he probably is. I never asked him. We never talk about that. Everything was just so fun. He likes to dance. He cracks really cool jokes. He's really
so hot.
She's like on a whole nother level. Yeah,
let's be real, okay?
He is amazing. They all are. Like I'm telling you, God sends you good people. Good people are here. Which goes back to YAAY YOU. I really believe there's good people. There's angels on earth. There's people that are here to say that word that you need, give you that cheer that you need, give you that understanding, just be an ear to you. Sometimes you just need someone to listen, you know? Yeah. And what better way to listen than both of you having something in your YAAY YOU?
I'm mad I left my cup.
And you know what else too? The last thing I will say is, Marcella, like attracts like, and that you are so awesome. You are like a magnet for love and positivity and joy and celebration. And it is just an honor to be in your presence. And thank you for being on the show with us.
Thank you for having me. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You two are so beautiful inside and out. I am honored to have received the request. You could be interviewing anyone at any time. I'm so thankful for you. This is a space where I feel safe. I am celebrated. I can celebrate you. What more can you ask for? This is so lovely. Thank you so much.
YAAY YOU.
YAAY YOU.